Printers in Colonial America in Plain English by Jacquelyn, Emily, Jack, and Molly. Everyone knows the ever so famous Benjamin Franklin, but does everyone really know how his newspapers and newspapers in general became popular? The first English-American newspaper came out in 1690 called Boston's Public Occurrences, both foreign and domestic. Ever since then, newspapers began to grow and provide more knowledge for the people. People learned about the old world, news about the Revolution, and political controversy about the U.S. Newspapers are very beneficial to the growth of communication and commerce.
In 1717, Benjamin Franklin wrote that his brother, James, returned from England with the press and letters to set up businesses in Boston. When Benjamin was 12, he begged his father to work for James. Like most papers in that time, James Franklin wrote bad things about authorities, which is especially offensive to the Assembly. James was put in jail for a month after he offended the Assembly. While James was in jail, Benjamin took over management of the paper. After James was freed, the government told him they couldn't print the currents anymore. To get around this rule, they put Benjamin Franklin's name on it. Benjamin went on to found Poor Richard's Almanac and the Pennsylvania Gazette.
By the end of the 18th century, people were really liking newspapers and what they had to offer. Since they had satisfied customers, they could get to what mattered most, money. Of course, the main goal was to make money. That is why they were created in the first place. With business booming, they started to have a whole back page of the newspaper designated for ads. Ads were the main source of money, and some included receipts from books, government printing jobs, merchant invoices, and forms. Newspapers were starting to get popular since people wanted to advertise their business in them.
Printing was not as easy as it looked. It took a lot of hard work and focus to make a successful one. There are two types of printers, compositors and beaters. Others had to gather type, sort it by letter size and kind. All of the letters were found in the box. The letters were set on an iron rule called the composing stick to form words and lines. Beaters used two wood-handled, wood-stuffed, leather-covered ink balls to spread a mixture of varnish and lampblack evenly on the type. Moist sheets of paper were laid down in a cushioned frame that hinged to chase it. Then a platen was lowered and squeezed against the type.
Newspapers were very popular in the late 1700s, and since many people liked them, publishers said more and more of what they wanted. Printing was a risky business because they were licensed by the government and could easily be unlicensed and even imprisoned. Some of the formats used in newspapers were poems, essays, funny material, and sometimes religious material. The free press was when printers were allowed and encouraged to speak their mind in what they wrote. Many people encouraged the behavior, and it helped shape the U.S.